go get them again.
Welcome back to another unboxing first impression video on my channel. Today we are delving into the brand of Dolce Gabbana, and yes, we return to the light blue series. Today we are giving out a first impression and unboxing light blue Perfume Beauty of Capri. Yeah, this is a limited edition of light blue that is long off the market now. I never smelt this one. It's hard to find, but I actually did find it on stock on a Canadian mom and pop website that had this. And I also purchased another rare one. I think it's called Discover Volcano, another light blue long gone flanker, an older flanker of the light blue series. And you're probably asking yourself, what's going on with the light blues? But this was in the middle of my light blue mega haul. I got a whole bunch of samples. I think I started with finding these really rare ones, and I'm like, let's kind of collect the light blue series. Let's just see what happens. Might have been a bad idea. Might have been a waste of money. But they're fairly cheap. Where you find a lot of these light blues, they're going to be around $50 Canadian, and that's me just digging. Before, you know, they're really hard to find. Even like this one, really hard to find. No, I'm not going to pay an inflated eBay price, but I did find somebody that had it here. So it was kind of that start of, well, I got a whole bunch of the really rare ones. Now, ones like Sun, and I got a couple, you know, I got Italian Zest over here. This is like 50 bucks here and there. Wanted to try them out. Wanted to see what the line was all about. The Eau de Toilette, of course, obviously started everything. These two are best sellers for the line. They did well. Obviously, they got a bunch of flankers in the men's and women's aisle, but both of them still steadily doing well, the Eau de Toilette and the female version. I did unbox Sun a few months back, and I've sampled a few. Now, I don't have any more samples of light blue, and some of you might be going, thank you, no more of those videos. I kind of like digging into these brands and kind of giving my thoughts on these lines. You know, the expectations aren't 10 out of 10s. If they do, they're going to surprise me, which is a nice surprise. So this one right here, yeah, I think I have like 4 or 5 more to unbox, give or take, including the one that's over here. So you're still going to see some light blues on the channel, but I have kind of spread them apart for the channel. So my unboxings are like, you're gonna see a niche bottle here, maybe another designer brand here, and then another niche one, and then I'll throw in a light blue, and that's kind of how it works. So as for light blue as a line, I'm not as enthusiastic as the rest of the influencers on here. Light blue is a series that will get you the clicks when they come out, right? You have to be quick on the trigger. Once like something like this isn't going to get the clicks. All the kids right now that are into light blue probably don't even know this one actually even exists. So the clicks aren't going to be there for this one. But I felt the most popular one of the line is Intense. Honestly, it actually overshadowed the original. And I sampled that one. I got a sample of it. It was in my sampling spree. I didn't get a bottle. I didn't blind buy a bottle. I got a sample. Thank you for that, because the Intense, I feel, is so overrated in our community. I know why, but heavily overrated. I felt like it was very scratchy, not very well done by Maurice. The Eau de Toilette here is okay. It's a standard freshie, does the job. And I think most of these light blues is kind of like in that realm that it just does the job. But there's a lot of redundancy. There's a lot of forgettable ones. And we'll see where this one slots in. Probably a forgettable one, but we'll see. So let's start unpacking this one and see what it gives to me. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host, Mark. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. It's free. It's free. And, you know, I'm a rare breed. I am going to go into niche territory. I'm going to go into indie territory where a lot of snobs don't go into this kind of territory. I'm all over the place. I'll do indie brands. I'll do stuff that is, you know, Paco Rabanne 1 million, and the next day you're going to see something from, let's say, Slumber House. I'm all over the place, right? You got some reviewers that have their own little niche that they'll, you know, your influencers that'll do all the new top sellers and their top 10 lists and all that. It's all good. They got their own little piece of the pie. And then you got the underground ones where they wouldn't even, they'd be like, I have friends in that community that just go, what are you doing wasting your money on this? What are you doing wasting your time reviewing this? We need you to review other things. Like, we want to hear you talk about other stuff. I understand. I'm just a purist at heart. I love smelling fragrances. Doesn't matter what they are, top sellers, indie brands, niche, doesn't matter. So hit that subscribe button, and I'm not paid and bought for, so I don't get free bottles. You know, I'm not going to do dupes. Yeah, that's the one thing that you're not going to get on this channel is dupes. Definitely not. Yeah, hit that like button for my purchase. I really appreciate that's free as well. Much appreciated. And to all my returnees, are you are you sick of the light blue content yet? Let me know. Now let's go into the notes. Let's see what this one has to offer for us. And at the top we have citron, not lemon, citron. And we have bergamot. So we have a citrus top. In the mid we have petit grain. So another note that can give out, actually it's three-dimensional. The petit grain, you can have several different things out of it. And in the base we have vetiver and cedar, so more of a woody backdrop, maybe a little bit of earthiness. We'll see from the vetiver. This was released back in 2016, so it does have almost 10 years to its name. Nose, I couldn't find one in my limited research. It's an unboxing. I don't go delving into the internets, and I'm sure I could find who it is. I'm assuming, my assumption is it's Alberto Marias, but I might be wrong because Dolce Gabbana has strayed away from Marias from this line, even though it's quote unquote his line to play with. Looking at pricing, you're not going to see a retailer have this. If they do, it's been sitting on the shelf for a very long time. If you find at discounters, they're almost impossible to find, to be quite honest. When I started looking for this kind of thing, I was like, eh. I got mine for $60 Canadian, I believe, was the total with everything included. And so that's basically, you know, a light blue release. The retail for, and again, I'm just spitballing here. I haven't bought one retail ever. I would assume around $100. I'm assuming here. I might be wrong. It might be higher now. But I've never spent more than, I would say, 70, 80 for one of these. That's quite high. I can find them regularly, and this is Canadian, you know, 50, 60, $70. That's like the threshold. 70 is the threshold. So let's delve into it. This one has a beautiful, it's a 125 mils, so 4.2 ounce. I think this is my biggest bottle. I think these are all the 75 mils, if I'm correct. Yeah, they have awkward bottle sizes. These ones, they give you more juice, I guess, for your buck. And it's got the little, just to make sure that it's legit, it's got the Dolce Gabbana sticker at the top here. So let's crack this one open. It's been in the purgatory for a very long time, just like sun. It's been sitting there. There you go. That didn't take long. So let's see what this bottle looks like. I think it has the old school cap and everything, right? Yeah, this is a big bottle. Oh, the blue juice looks a little kind of almost like foggy. Is that blue juice or is that? No, that's a blue. That's a blue bottle. Okay. So beauty of Capri, and it's got, of course, the old school caps here. So we're going to put it on strip first, and then we'll put it on skin as per usual. See what this one gives us. Atomizer's okay. Let's see, I'm never going to end this bottle. That's never going to end in my lifetime. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's decent. It's light. Fresh. Citrusy. It's got that light blue vibe, like that aquatic vibe, salty, airy, ozonic kind of feel to it. Still, you know, has a little bit of synthetic nuances. It kind of reminds me of the originator a little bit here. Nothing wrong with this one. It's not like I'm smelling it and I'm just like, ugh. I think the intense, I was like, ooh, that's, I don't know what they did with that one. Like, yeah, it's once you spray a lot on your skin, yeah, a little scratchy. Yeah, it's got that light, aromatic, salty, citric, sea air kind of thing. I'm getting that citron. The bergamot is uplifting. It's giving brightness. The citron's usually flat as a citrus, and it has its way here. But it smells like a typical, like, early version of light blues here. That's where it's going right now. Your typical light blue, summer, airy kind of thing. Kind of almost smells like a 90s release almost kind of thing. Fresh, synthetic, yeah. Now that I put more on my skin, yeah, it's not as good as it was on the strip. On the strip, it was actually much smoother. On my skin, it's like, no. My skin's rejecting it. Fresh, aquatic, salty sea air kind of thing. A good citron note. I like the citron. The bergamot's nothing to sneeze at. It's nothing great. Petit grain. Yeah, a little bit of that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we're going to launch this because there's not much really else to say. This is not a hard fragrance review to do, especially in an opening of a light blue flanker that doesn't pull away too much from the original. I think this one has a little more bulk to it. If I recall correctly, and it's been a while, it had a little more, I think that one had some spices to it. It had a little more gruff to it a little bit. This is more stripped down version. Like, it's really throwing that whole, like, what the box looks like. Oh, it smells like this, exactly this. That's what it smells like. It smells like the clouds, everything's blue. You know, it's one of those scents that easy to throw on. Wear it after the gym, after you showered, right? You smell clean, you smell like you got cologne on, and that's it. You can wear it in the office, 100%. This one's office ready. Hot days to even colder days, I don't see this one. This is as versatile as they get. You know, non-offensive. It's really your standard, I'm a starter in this game kind of fragrance. You know, it really isn't showing me anything. You know, it's not doing anything more than the original. It's actually doing a lot less than what the original is. There's nothing groundbreaking here. That's basically what I'm saying. It's in the early versions of light blue put on. And it, you know, they have a few years between each other. And I think this one was right before the Intense. And it has a little bit of that in there. I think the Intense was after this. 2016, 2017 was the Intense, I believe. And then it just blew up. I might be wrong with those dates, but I'm pretty sure it was 2017, the Intense. So this has a little bit of that in there. And the Intense, of course, kind of, the intensity goes up of that. Yeah, ozonic, bright, airy, fresh. Throw it on after the gym. That's basically that kind of, this is the kind of fragrance I'd put in my gym bag, right? I don't really care about it. I'm not going to wear it on dates. It's not that great. I'm not going to wear it at night. I'll spray it in the office, you know, if, you know, it's fragrance friendly office, that's the kind of thing. You just smell clean. But it's not, any enthusiast is going to be like, right? I'd rather have Sun. Sun has more personality. Even the bottle has more personality. I kind of like the blue bottle. Like, it's kind of, it almost kind of gives it like a faded blue kind of feel. Yeah, same cap. Sorta. So Dolce & Gabbana's light blue Pour Homme, and this one's called what? Beauty of Capri. Beauty of Capri, one of the first flankers that I'll be unboxing of several. Yeah, it's in that square of, you know, does anybody miss this now that it's gone? Probably not. There's probably going to be like a little handful that are going to watch this because they're actually looking for it because it was their signatures, and they'll be like, oh my God, my baby, he's killing her. Unless it's you, nobody's missing this. It's at that spot. Yeah, it's not giving us anything new in the fragrance world. So yeah, there's my thoughts on it. Now that's my take. I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? You don't have to agree with me. And, you know, I'd be kind of, I'd love to see people that actually remember this flanker have smelt this flanker, have worn this flanker, please comment below, because there's probably not too many of you that have. You know, everybody knows about, you know, Sun, the intense version, Forever, and some of the more recent ones, but this is like that forgotten pile of, you know, even that Volcano one, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't even know about that one. I think that one's even earlier than this one, like 2010-ish, like early 2010s. So I'm looking forward to unbox. I don't know if that one's the next one to unbox, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see the comments. So there's probably not too many comments. So at the end of the day, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scents wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.